Welcome back to ASM Sekai, where we are so honored and excited to talk about the biggest anticipated anime of the season, Demon Motherfucking Slayer. My boy Tanjiro is back. My boy Zengetsu is back.
Zenitsu.
Yo, I don't even fucking know right now. My boy Inosuke is back, but they're really not back.
Yeah. And who's the other ones?
No, it's not that. I'm still trying to process the masterpiece the first 15 minutes were of this
I don't know if the
anime.
masterpiece are right where I think they were just flexing, bro. I mean, there was no story being told. They're like, we got extra time. Let's just put everybody else to shame. I'm like, that's what it felt like to me when I was watching. I was like, yo, what is this? This is like, I don't know, animation could be this good right now.
So
Right? Like,
you saw it before I did, and I
no.
remember
Did
your
I?
worst. Yeah, you saw it before I did, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
messaged saying, at this point they're just flexing, and I was just like,
Yes.
I was like, okay. Let me see what this animation is about, because they did promise us, they did say, hey, we're going to go above and beyond from last season, and we saw the new attack and we're like, yo, the new attack was fucking amazing, the new chainsaw
Yeah.
was fucking amazing. And no disrespect to Mappa, you're killing it, you're doing a great job, do what you're doing, you have the best animes, the best content, and as a studio, no one can compete with you except in animation.
Yeah. Yeah. You have. God damn, I can't say that fucking UFO table. I'm gonna say UFO table from
Gods,
now
God,
on.
Kami.
Yeah, complete flexing. So much flexing, man. They were just like, oh, I don't even know how to explain it. I was just watching like, okay, it's not like this in the manga, and then it's like, all right, we got extra time. We're doing a movie, so let's show off. Let's put everybody else to shame. Man, that especially when they're doing the Muzan was doing the chemistry lab kind of shit,
Yes, that's
and they
exactly what I want to talk about.
what the fuck was that shit? Like, what?
Bro, I wanted to fucking jerk off to my screen.
What the fuck?
No, but
That shit was,
it fucking, you could see the ripples in the water effect, and the colors gorgeous.
yeah, it was like animation but realistic. Like it was so hard to explain how good that was.
It was
And so much
gorgeous.
shit going on.
Especially when he was
Like,
upside down, his candles around it, you could see the freaking vivid colors in the flame in every single detail. I still can't process it, and I've seen it twice, and it's still not enough. I just need to see that 15 minutes. And not no disrespect to the whole episode. The whole episode, the 1 hour. Thank you so much for giving it. It was fantastic. But the first 15 minutes, I have never seen in anything in my entire
yeah,
life.
the sound orchestra, like they were just like just trying to. I guess they were like just trying to find a spot where there wasn't much content, and just experimenting or something. Like I feel like it was a setup, and I don't know if this is a spoiler, but the final battle, they come to the Infinity Castle. So I'm wondering if they're just practicing and just testing out this area just to see how much they could prep for the
They give us
final
blue
season.
balls.
Yeah, it's like to me that's what I was like, because they go way beyond than what the manga does. Like manga does not go and cover the Infinity Castle like that. Like,
Oh, it doesn't
like
show
when
us?
he's no, when a castle was like flying down, like you see the whole castle and shit. Like I don't
Oh,
remember that. Like
you were
that,
definitely blown away then.
that's like, yeah, that's what I was saying. These fuckers are flexing, man. Like what the fuck? They were flexing hard.
Keep doing it.
So yeah, I know, right? Like like, and the fact that I know for sure that they're, and again, I don't know why I'm saying this spoiler, but they're coming to that, right? That area, to fight. I was like, oh shit,
Okay.
man, I can't
So
wait. And
let's break down the phenomenal fucking 15 minutes. We see the Infinity Castle. We get to meet the remaining 5 upper
Moon,
moon
yes,
demon, and
yes.
each of them are fucking so nice. Let me talk about the interaction of the big 3.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
And
every
it's accurate to say big three. Yeah, it's accurate to say big three.
and the interaction and the camera work. The camera work, holy shit, the fucking camera shaking and stuff, and how you could feel the immense pressure.
Yeah, UFO Table. They've been since season one, right? They've been like spot on with the camera angles, just the rotation and the movement. It's almost like they want to mimic the live action in the way the things are being shot. Like it's not like just the front face. It's the all this camera movement. Yeah, man, dude. Who's your favorite though? Upper Moon.
And I love Doma's eyes. I am in love with his eyes. Like as soon as I saw that, and we
Comic
talked about
Con.
this. We talked about this last time too when I got the spoiler about Doma's coming, and I talked
Mm-hmm.
about it. And you're like, "How do you know about Doma?" I'm like, I saw it. The reason why I knew it, this especially in anime, there's certain eyes that I'm in love with. The Sharingan,
Right.
they're like certain type of eyes that keep you always remember. It's like a very special thing. I really like the color combination and how Doma's eyes present. They present like purity, but he is like his whole demeanor is fucked up and psychotic, and I cheer
Yeah.
for people like that. That's fucking Hisoka 101.
Yes, it
Like
is very Hisoka like.
he's screaming it, and it's just like me. I'm like, yo, I know for my core that this is the most disgusting character in the whole show, and I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, yeah, you're probably yeah, pretty correct on that take. Yeah, it is big three, by the way. Those are fantastic, and it's kind of a wake up call, I guess, for a lot of the watchers. Like Akaza is kind of looking kind of small here, you know.
And
The
he's
same
older
guy
than
that
Doma,
whooped yeah, he fucked up Rengoku, and he
and
looks tiny
it made me
against those
realize.
two.
It made me realize. I think Akaza held back against Rengoku.
Well, he did. Remember, he was kind of like trying to recruit him most of the time, and because of that, it gave him an opportunity for Rengoku to almost kill him. Right? That's why he got the soul part. Because he wasn't like fully serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, fully serious, Akaza would just wipe the floor with Rengoku. It's just not even close.
I what I really a lot of questions came up in this episode. The
Yeah,
biggest question is Tanjiro's
Upper Moon
dad.
one.
No, Tanjiro's dad and Tanjiro look the same.
Tanjiro's dad and Tanjiro. First of all, a spoiler, I guess, kind of, not really. There was no Tanjiro's dad.
That was Tanjiro? That's a future? What?
You,
I'm so confused.
you never saw Tanjiro's dad or Tanjiro in the flashback, or talking about Upper Moon um,
No,
section. I can't go.
yeah, okay, fine. Okay, let me just talk about my dumbass, whatever I'm thinking right now. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions, okay? Originally, the character that is Yorichi, I guess that's the person's name, Yorichi, because we get to see in
Okay.
episode 2 Yorichi type 0, so
Which is type.
I'm putting to that for the Hashira that was there. We see in season 1 where this person is doing the sun breathing, the dance, and
Mm-hmm.
it looks like Yorichi, and you automatically thinking that is, his dad. That's basically his dad and stuff.
The dance that was being done was in fact Tanjiro's dad, right? That's what the
Okay.
flashback you're talking about, right?
Yes.
The Hinokami Kagura
Yes.
episode.
Yeah. And
Yes.
he looked
Yeah.
just like Yorichi and stuff. Same like attire, same fucking earrings and everything.
Yeah.
So when this episode came out and there was a person that looked just like Tanjiro holding a baby and talking
Mm-hmm.
to Yorichi, and I'm just like, is that Tanjiro's dad now? So it's just
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's I think intentionally trying to confuse people because I was also very confused, and to be honest, I thought because it was the kind of like a flashback in memories, I thought Tanjiro was portraying the character that is that person,
but
like
then
the
where was the baby
ancestor.
who come?
It's
I
not actually Tanjiro, but it's his past memories, so they just use Tanjiro's face
so
that
yeah,
he's seeing from his perspective.
so talking to you and watching this new season, new episode where when he was talking to that little swordsmith dude, where he
Yeah.
was saying you can basically you were
inherited memory, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. And so I think the season 3 has a lot of lore talk, and you start to understand the whole backstory. There's a lot of connection to it. We're kind of skipping a huge episode 1, but yeah. So that's not Tanjiro's dad. I don't wanna. I don't know how much I should say, to be honest. With the sun breathing explanation. So the timeline. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but now you got it in episode 2. That's actually 300 years ago,
Okay,
right?
so let's come back to episode 2 later. Let's just stick to
Right.
episode 1. Okay. So the upper demon moon, the first 15 minutes, flawless. Like, I can't wait for more. I can't wait for more. I
Yeah,
really
and
the upper
yeah,
demon was great.
yeah, and then we should also talk about Gyoko and Hantengu, which, like, right, it's pretty obviously they're the two main
One rank
upper
are they?
moons,
What rank are they?
5 and 4, 5 and 4.
Oh, the ones that are going to the village.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I mean, you seen the
yeah,
you
it's
see in the intro.
yeah.
You seen the intro who
Yeah,
fights
you
who.
seen that in the it's in the cover pretty much. So it's pretty obvious, and it's only 11 episodes, so obviously they're about to show up, right? I mean, it's pretty clear that it's those two. So Yoko is the Upper Moon 5, and Hantengu is Upper Moon 4. So you get to see those two. It's gonna be a pretty exciting fight, as you would expect. So what do you think of those two before?
So Yoku, I like the fact that he looks like a slimy eyes hand thingy. I really like how creepy he is. Hantengu is that, always that I'm so weak, scared kind of badass motherfucker. Like he's probably
You hit the nail on that one. That's funny. Yeah,
yeah, that's exactly how it usually is. I watch too many anime.
yeah.
Come on, I know this shit.
Rule number 3.
I'll tell you all the rules. No, so I cannot wait to see that, and I'm glad they're teasing the upper 3 and how Doma wants to come. I feel like we might get to see Doma towards the end of season 3. I just
I'm not saying it. I'm just waiting.
I like that. The flashback was confusing. I like
Intentionally.
Yes.
Intentionally.
I like how they kept the quirky, clumsy, cartoonish charm of Demon Slayer, especially when Tanjiro is waking up, with Inosuke just being on top of the ceiling. And then, did you see the end of the first episode? You know how they do the comedic relief afterwards?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was.
So they were basically talking about how long do you think Inosuke was there? Then they calculated that, and he's like he was there for days or something.
Yeah, it's flashback and forth, flashing back. Yeah,
So
that's fucked up.
so I really like how they right away had the whole quirky connection with everything, and that's what we like about Demon Slayer too. It's not always quirky, it's not always like corny like this and stuff.
Yeah,
but when it's serious, it is so good.
Super serious. And also, like this again, Swordsmith. I don't want to hate on it, but I feel like it's one of the weaker ones. But it's such a great setup because, like, as much as we know that Upper Moon 5 and 4 is coming, remember Doma goes up to Upper 5, yeah, Gyoko, and he grabs his head and is like, "Yo, you tell me." Like Gyoko's like, "I don't want to." Like he's obviously terrified of this guy. So whatever how strong we see them, these two in this season, you still got fucking Doma, Akaza, and Upper Moon 1, like Kokushibo or whatever his name was. So it's such a fascinating
Which
setup.
is Yorichi, obviously.
I can't say anything,
I mean,
bro.
it has to be because that's 300 years. This was the very first fucking demon made by Michael Jackson. So I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. I feel like it might be some connection. Whatever. You know what? Don't say it. Thank you, Moto. I appreciate you. Let's move on to the next thing. I'm going to geek out too much.
Yeah. By the way, have you ever had castella? So going back to the recovery phase of Tanjiro, the guys bring in the snack. We always have to talk about food, by the way.
Yes.
Have you ever had castella?
No, not yet.
The thing he was getting. Oh, okay. Yeah, we need to enjoy one of these days. It's a very sweet. It's like a bread It's
Oh, okay.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Nice.
could buy like a cheap version in US, but they don't taste very good.
Okay.
You gotta go to Japan for the super high end ones.
Definitely.
I know that you're going to Japan, so that should be on one of your shopping list. The
I'm gonna
Castella.
make a list with you.
Yeah,
I'll make a list
yeah,
with you.
yeah.
So let's get back to Demon Slayer episode 1, the titties edition.
Titties, yeah.
That
The fan
was
service.
yeah, bro. I understand why they do it, and it's definitely for the fan. Me itself is just like, bro, why they need to show 8K titties like that?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's to be honest, like every time a show does too much of it, like I lose interest very quickly.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Uh, It's
but
like
I didn't
pushing the
care too
wrong
much. Like,
narrative.
yeah. But this one, like, it just one time, like, it just for humor,
It
introduction of the chick,
and
and
also how
it's a love
Tanjiro.
Hasha.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
also
Tasha's like,
and I really love how Tanjiro's character is, and I really want to talk about Tanjiro. And episode 2 has really made me appreciate him, and I think we can move on to episode 2 because episode 1 is like, the whole lore of him recovering and then him actually getting to the swords village. Like
right.
it didn't freaking waste time. It got him to where he needs to be right away.
And
Thank you so much.
we also saw another important character, Genya. That's some, yeah.
Genya is oh yeah,
It's
the wind Hashira, right?
no, the brother to the Wind Hashira.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. So,
yeah.
I really like how they picked up from where it was. I like how they took Tanjiro and left him in the village. And how it ended with we're seeing the guy. He's the Vinhashira, right? The one who's gonna fight number 4.
Wind Hashira? No, Mist Hashira.
Miss Hashira, yeah,
So,
sorry.
so
So
the two
he's
Hashiras there are Love Hashira
and the mist.
and Mist Hashira.
But why does he
The
know
Mist,
sun breathing? Spoiler.
he doesn't know sun
But
breathing.
why did the crow say it?
No, that's what Tanjiro attacked. The crow attacked Tanjiro because Tanjiro's like, oh, he doesn't use sun breathing though.
Yeah.
And then the crow attacked is like, don't talk about, like, basically say, don't talk about it, right? And
I
it
didn't
is
pick that.
actually very important. Yeah, it is actually very important, but it's obviously like she's the crow was kind of attacking Tanjiro like you're beneath him, but the ironic thing is Tanjiro actually uses the thumb breathing, versus he's
Yeah.
using a mist breathing,
Yeah,
and
that's what so I really liked. Okay, so this is what I want to say, and I really appreciate and why I like Tanjiro a lot. He is the perfect balance of both worlds. He stepped up to the Hashira and he told him very respectfully, "Hey, I agree with everything you're saying, but at the same time, you're being an asshole." Like
yeah,
he's not afraid to stand up for what's right. At the same time, he does it so respectfully. He's always looking at everybody in a very humble approach.
yeah,
But he got
that is
his
fact.
ass wiped.
Yeah. Mr. Hashira is very, very strong, even in the Hashira. I think he's top 4. So he's in the stronger half than the weaker half,
He
we should
reminds me
say.
from
Uh,
the guy from Bleach, the Prodigy, the child Captain Prodigy.
yeah, was it Hanazuka or whatever? I don't
Yeah,
remember
the ice one, the one with the fucking ice
the ice
bankai.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the badass ice. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, it's identical. Remember, he was actually
Rule number
mentioned in
4.
season 2. Yeah, remember he was mentioned in season 2.
Yeah.
Why am I? Uzui was like, don't talk about. Like, I always had it. There's a guy that became Hashira in 6 months. That was the Mist Hashira,
Oh, yeah.
right?
He's
Yeah,
younger
like,
than Tanjiro.
yeah, he's younger than Tanjiro. Yeah, became a Hashira in 6 months, and which is kind of like for reference point, right? I don't remember the exact number, but Tanjiro was training in the mountain for I think 2 years, right, before he cut the boulder.
Yeah,
So
that's what I like
basically, at
about
this
Demon Slayer. I like the fact that the training montage is not like fucking forever.
like
It
decades
actually,
long.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like I
and
am
then they do it.
training
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
yeah,
train for this long, and voila, I'm
yeah.
done.
Yeah, same thing like today, right? The episode 2 is a training montage, right?
I
Like
really liked it.
obviously,
Really liked it.
yeah, more and more strong upper moons are coming. It's been portrayed pretty well. And I think the upper moon are now like the ladders are clearly defined. There's a huge gap between 4, 5. Like you said, the big 3. with the 4 and 5 is a huge gap, but then number one seems to be there's like another huge gap there. But yeah, I think like you see that, and so you know that they all have to get a lot stronger to actually compete, right? Because Rengoku died pretty easily. One
And
retired, so
they
now you
they
got
got
two
they got
Hashira.
lucky against number 6.
Yeah, and they only survived because Nezuko could burn the poison away, right? If she wasn't there, right, and the same thing happened and they killed the upper six, they would all have died if not for Nezuko, right? It's just that she had a
And
demon
also
power that.
Inosuke knowing how to move his organs, and also Zenitsu knows how to do Flash God. I mean, a lot of things went into this epic season 2 that was the entertainment arc. Um, Now
That was.
Demon Slayer knows how to fucking do it, and I really liked. And I'm sorry I'm interrupting. The training was spot on. It was so
Mm.
perfectly done and at the right time.
Yeah, yeah, and I guess that's what like Demon Slayer does a good job is that pacing is fantastic, right? It's never too long, too much, or it's too short, too little. It feels just about right. I mean, we finished the training montage, right? Because the robot is broken. It got straight to the point. We got a little bit of lore. We got a little bit of background. Very interesting little young guy who's able to do so much analysis on like how shitty Tanjiro's fighting is.
Guess who he
Like this,
reminded me of?
who?
Konohamaru or Momonosuke.
Oh no. I think he's even more helpful than those two.
Okay.
Well, Konoha later on he's able to fight legitimately, but to be able to be like, yo, Tanjiro, you suck at these things. Like he doesn't know how to explain it, but like, yo, you suck at these things,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He was
And
very, very
yeah.
honest. I really liked it, and he's like, oh, he's more brutal. He doesn't know what he's doing. He basically made Tanjiro starve for 5 days, no water or anything like that.
Yeah, the the only reason Tanjiro survived is because it rained.
But I really like that how he learned a new technique with his nose, especially smelling, and he's like,
Yeah,
this is quicker than the thread of fate, or whatever you want to call it.
the
Um,
opening thread.
yeah, yeah. So everything about this Yorichi Type Zero, the robot, was awesome. It gave like a little excitement about this person we all as fans want to know. I liked how at the end
Mhm.
Tanjiro was able to cut him, and I love it in a very anime fashion where he is swinging his sword so quickly. But then in anime, you have a whole lengthy ass conversation.
Where they're talking and like it's yeah. And remember, we don't see it being animated, but we have to keep in mind like even Tanjiro is a lot stronger than he was in the season
Yes,
two, right?
yes.
Yeah, they're fighting. So if you remember the speed that they were fighting in season two, like he's going faster than that, right? Like, yeah, he's going through the sword and
Bro, he
having a like
legit
whole conversation.
was having a conversation going slow. Like, if I do this, then I'm gonna hurt him. If I hurt him, it's
Yeah,
gonna be upsetting. Then he goes, "Don't worry, Tanjiro," and he tells him a whole motivational fucking paragraph, and I'm just going like, "Bro, what?"
yeah, such a good point. I gotta watch it again. I didn't pick up on that, but that's a really good point. I was like, I just remember being like, well, that's a pretty long pause, but okay. But I don't remember that he actually talked to Tanjiro.
He
That's
did. He taught.
the
He
yeah,
said, "Tanjiro, it's okay. You
yeah,
can break it. I
yeah,
will fix
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I just need you to be the strongest person." He legit gave him a whole speech.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, that's so funny. Like, how slow do you have to be? Somebody should do the equation. Like, literally, oh, it takes 6 seconds to do. So this is how actually fast in real
Bro,
time it is.
anime 6 seconds is like 1 hour in real life.
Oh yes,
Yeah, just being there.
it depends on the situation too, right? Sometimes it's like you're dead, but sometimes it's a nice long monologue of communication.
So, not saying it was not dope. It was still dope. I really like the fact that
It's just
Tanjiro, like,
funny.
I like how Tanjiro ripped it apart. And I want you to let me know this is the only spoiler I want from the season. Is that Tanjiro's sword?
Which one?
The one that was in Yorichi's neck.
Is that Tanjiro's sword?
going forward?
Or are
Obviously,
you
he's going to
asking?
repair. He's going to take it
Oh,
out. He's going to
okay.
repair it and give it to Tanjiro. Is Tanjiro going to be having that sword?
What? I can spoil this one?
Yeah, I want. I
I don't
want to
know if
know.
I want to spoil.
I
I don't
mean,
want to know. I don't know.
are we
No,
not going to
yes,
find?
it is. It
It is
is.
his, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I believe so. To be honest, I fucking don't remember. I
Hmm.
think yes. Yeah, I think yeah, it is. And it's tied to Hane's the Hotaru, the blacksmith. It's tied to that.
Well, yeah,
He's
that's.
like,
I feel like it looks rusty, look kind of broken a little bit.
yeah.
But
Obviously, it's very old sword, right? It's.
300 years
And
old.
what is you? Yeah, what do you think of Yoroichi? Basically, six arm. It takes six arm mechanical robot to mimic his speed.
I'm feeling that's why he also has those 6 eyes as the demon. I think it is him. I think it's Jiroshi. But that's pretty cool. That he's the greatest Hashira of all time, and his speed is so fast that you need to use 6 arms to replicate it. But at the same time, the Miss fucking Hashira beat that shit like there was nothing.
Yeah. Uh, and I don't even want to say. I can't.
I
I can't. Certain conversation we can't have because I will be spoiling it. Like it's. God damn it.
So I think me and Mona are on the same page right now. Episode 1 was unbelievable. Episode 2 was unbelievable. So
Yeah, episode one was flexing for me. Like I just keep going back to that. Episode two was great setup. That's again you can't always have like all like full serious 100% fighting, right? You need these kind of setup. You need the whole training montage. Those are all great setup. What do you think is happening next?
well, now he has to get his sword made. The whole next episode has to be his sword. Because now, if you have 11 episodes, and if I'm
Yeah.
comparing it to how it was Entertainment Arc to this, the first 3 to 4 episodes of Entertainment Arc was more so introduction of the world, the Entertainment District, the characters placing them understanding the conflict, and then his shit went down for like 6 episodes straight.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
And
expecting
then
I'm
you had the
expecting the
final.
same. I'm expecting the same. I'm expecting 3, maybe 3.5 episode of building up. So next episode will be making of the sword and all that stuff. Maybe a little flashback. Maybe him feeling this smell and all that shit. Whatever Tanjiro will be, we'll have that. And I think in episode 4 is when the demons really come. Maybe at the end of episode 3 when they come.
I think
And
so. Yeah.
and then maybe 4 is when shit is about to go down, somebody's gonna die, and then
Oh, who do you think is gonna die?
the old man, the old blacksmith.
Oh, the chief.
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's
Okay.
gonna die. I think because we got introduced to this little tiny dude that is most likely going to be Tanjiro's blacksmith forever now. Like I feel like that's him now.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So I feel like somebody's gonna die. I think episode 5 to like 9 is gonna be chaos. Like 5 to 9, I'm expecting it to be like, not saying 4 and 10 is not gonna be epic either, but I feel like that's gonna be the beginning peak into peakness, and it was like, but the peak is dying. So 4 is going to be going into epicness, is going to have a little cliffhanger, and then 10 is going to be going towards conclusion, and we're going to have solid 4 episodes of non-stop orgasm.
You do realize there's 2 uppers coming this time and 2 Hashira, right? I think it's actually a little bit longer of epicness. I feel like it's gonna be a good 5 episode.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm listen. I'm keeping my expectations low.
No, you're not.
Those
You're
are my low
expecting high, and
expectations.
then you're gonna. I know you're expecting high, and you know that it's gonna beat your expectation.
Bro, if it was up to me, I would make all 11 action.
No, that's too much, man. Like it's too much. I'll have a heart attack. No, no. You got to pace yourself. But no, it's. You said you're expecting someone to die. What's your prediction on the Hashiras?
Is somebody going to die?
No, you got 2 Hashiras this time.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen? What do you mean? What's yes?
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to say that no one's gonna die, but I feel Doma's gonna kill someone. That's what I
Someone's gonna
feel.
kill someone.
I
Okay.
don't think 4 and 5 are going to be able to kill the love or the Mist Hashira. Um,
Okay.
I feel because Tanjiro is stronger now, he's going to help out. I think he's going to help out the love one. I think the Mist one wins but dies because Doma kills. I just feel like the Doma is going to kill someone and most likely kill
Okay.
the Mist one over the love. I just don't think she's dying is because her character feels badass, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be traumatic enough where the audience is going to go. The audience is going to be more gasp with Mist because he's more of the prototype badass character.
The prodigy
Yeah,
character, right?
yeah.
He's playing the
So
prodigy.
usually Prodigy dying is more meaningful to an anime than a big titty girl.
What's the rule on the big titty good person? They survive or
They
die?
survive. They survive.
They survive. Okay,
They
so that's
survive.
rule number 4, everybody.
They
Rule
survive.
number
Look,
4.
remember in Bleach was the lieutenant with the big ass fucking titties. She survives. Fucking
Yeah,
Yorichi
yeah.
survives. Like fucking Nami, Robin. I can go on. But Hancock, yeah, it just you're good. The
They
big
survive.
titties, you're surviving. You're surviving. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
that's a lot of interesting prediction you're making.
I hope I am
And
fairly good.
yeah, I think you're gonna have a very excited. I'm excited, and again, this is what I always say about Demon Slayer. They always exceed my expectation with the animation. So as I always say, it's a good arc, but with the animation, I'm hoping it exceeds it and sets up for the what I would think. And I'm feeding your prediction, which is it will be your top 3 anime of all time. It will be top 5 for me. I'm pretty sure. They
Damn,
just do so much.
Attack and Demon Slayer fighting for that number 3. No, actually, no. Sorry,
I
sorry.
have no,
Attack is number
no.
1.
Attack
Attack
is
is number
number
1.
1.
In
Yeah,
anime,
yeah.
Attack is
Attack's
number 1.
number.
One Piece
Yeah,
needs
in
to
anime. Yeah. I mean, One Piece just. I'm sorry. I love.
it
I mean,
drags too
oh, we
much.
need to talk about the. Yeah, it just drives me. You gotta penalize it somehow.
I
Like
think
I don't.
we'll talk about 1080 separately. I think we need to have also a
Okay.
separate discussion on 1080. Respectfully, have to have a discussion
Yeah.
on it. But yeah, I think Demon Slayer right off the bat, like you guys have knocked it out of the park, exceeded all expectations. Thank you so much. Thank you for being back. We're so glad we're fans and so glad we get to see god fucking tier animation.
Best anime works every year. Better win all the award.
It already
Gonna be a
did.
lot of tears this year.
It already did. I don't think there's any animation studio that can match this quality. It's no disrespect, but it's respect to
Well,
UFO table.
yeah. It's no respect because I think can do it. It's they're not because they're taking too many projects, bro. Like
Well,
they're taking too
they
many
took
projects.
they took their unlimited budget and separated it to everything else. While
Exactly.
UFO table is like,
You have
no,
to
no,
do
no,
it. It's
no.
like no,
We're
no.
gonna make
Just do
Demon
it,
Slayer the
Ibisa.
best.
Yeah, and it's smart.
So
Everything
smart.
they have done, I think it's intelligent, smart. Like not just their work, but the business approach of it as well. I think has been masterful. It creates great excitement and animation. Oh man, I think that again. I think they're setting up for the final season already. Like the way they're working on certain things, man. Oh,
And
I'm
let me
excited.
just say this right now. All you anime cosplay lovers, geeks who like to go to anime conventions, the amount of Love Hashira costumes that are going to be this year, Moto already knows this. There's going to be a lot.
I
There's
do.
going to be a lot. No, it's just
That's gonna be that.
there's going to be a lot, and even the missed one.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is going to be still one of the most popular. Gabimaru is going to be popular. Chainsaw Man is going to be popular. Makima is going to be popular. Makima is going to be huge.
Yeah, Makima is gonna be big, but I feel like the Love Hashira will dominate quite a bit. I think it's also more interesting to dress up as Love Hashira because, especially when they bring the sword out, I think that'll be interesting how someone's gonna try to do that. She has a very interesting weapon. Um, yeah, I wanted to
Okay.
do little sidetracks, but I probably won't be able to do it. But from the Vagabond, the main Miyamoto. Musashi. I wanted to dress up as him. That's a good manga. You gotta read it. That's a fantastic
Well,
manga.
I can't wait till it's an anime. Haha.
Why isn't it not animated?
Does it
Did
not
we
have
not
enough
know about
chapter?
it? Fuck no, it has like 300 chapters. It's just never gonna end.
Maybe there is some studio Mappa might have like the rights. They need to
You
clear the schedule.
No. You know what I hope UFO table does it after Demon Slayer? It's a samurai show.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't
but
have
then
the. It's a real like samurai historical portrayal manga. So,
how
but
many seasons do you think the last arc of Demon Slayer would be? 2?
ooh, I'll be honest, I have no idea how they're gonna do it. It's such an intertwining. Like Lily, yeah, there's the last part, right? The Muzen fight. But obviously that's not a spoiler, right?
But
You
what
know
about with the
that's one of
Infinity
the.
Castle? Like, isn't that the whole last arc?
But the Muzen part starts during the Infinity Arc, right? It's this all intertwining. If you want to hear the word mayhem, it's fucking mayhem. It is absolutely stunning. I can't wait. But like, I also don't know how you would break it apart. Like all the
Let's leave it
setup
to the
from the earlier.
geniuses. Let's just leave it to
Yeah,
the
I know. Like
geniuses.
I can't wait. Yeah. So I mean, dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna shit your pants in last season and this season too. I need to stop getting ahead of myself. But yeah, it's you're gonna be shitting your pants, bro.
And with that, this has been an episode of Demon Slayer, brought to you by ASM Sekai. We are very thrilled about this season. We're thrilled about this animation. They're killing it. Moto loves it. I love it. It is ASM Sekai. We will be back later to talk about more Demon Slayer. Catch us next time talk about One Piece and other animes. We love to do it. Moto, Suhel, we're out.
Peace out.
We got 'em watching like Netflix. We're like the freshmen, double XL shit. You're like a PC on that Excel shit. Logic, we got it, and you talking nonsense.